Hello, intermission. Hello, intermission. How we going? It's just a growing of IVF in relation to the sperm whale because mathematically each of sperm will be measured in my testicle. Any Aussie man that has the correct sperm will influence me into then son because statistically if we matched we link together just like you know who. So in that matter of time the postulaton is a suburb to allow the bank because if there is a bank based upon Kelly, the murderer will insurance its appliance because the one son of the Berlin is a carton in relation to Dix, and each suburb with Dix is Hitachi, but it's not available anymore, my brother said. Hitachi is gone. So in that way, the sperm bank will be compromising into the IMG because the IMG is that the yellow sperm is Asia. Is it JJ West? Look yellow. Chronicle application form data Rimon. Technology Surfer Police Kan and Monon because the percentages of its value is that how many banks has a certain account to spend the interest earned and to know the reality of belonging. So in that way, with the area of understanding of life, is that we cannot correction the unify of vocation because in that way you are selling visas and masters and other things trying to get more money. So in that way, what kind of things do you have to do to conduct the enrollment, accepting enrollment and self-training enrollment in relation to your interest? And in that way, why do you have not been elected to be the Reserve Bank? In a cake shop of understanding the Trumplum, it is the Villocoton in relation to the sperm bank and to indicate where, how each human kindly mature into its bank. And in that way, if there is any kind of interest in relation to the function of interest, then the intuition interest will be manually degraded into declaration. And declaration, the first one, is a null of kilobyte. And the kilobyte is that the interestment of knowing how we bank the manual by scripturing into the color law, because materially the bank needs to wisdom, no, horrific things to do to Michael McLaughlin, no entertainment money. How tall are you anyway? 4 foot? Oh. Anyway. The telegram, based upon the Trilithon and the Trillam, is the bank reserved in relation to selling a message of the sender. But the message selling the sender is Michael McLaughlin, based upon the Ulgoton, participating into humane and in the kind way, no, the carer of elderly age, because in that way, restocking the kindness day, then the application enrollment will upload the 12 disciple based upon the Great Ocean Road. And in that way, the confunction of life is that when you know how to introduce yourself in relation to the Black Sun, because the Black Sun is based upon the Okochon, to participate into Alakalam before and after, you may not relearn the flow, because in that time, with the unifying Andes and to saxophone, the right control shot of black, and in that way, Malcolm McLaughlin, if your sperm sounds like that, what is its value? But anyway, in relation to, I'm so sick of it. Say it all the time. Gay guys, straight guys, this and that. What else am I going to say? Because there's only 2 of us. Why? Because there's only 2 of us. Is there any others in relation to kindness, regard, enrollment? You can't. So in that way, when we know how to introduce the Blinkenon of the law, and in time, knowing how to grammar the cassette based upon the old variables of sense intermission, then the mature age will enter the law of birth. To know that, you can conform the misordering system of no entertainment. So in that way, why no entertainment? Give birth to me. If I have an egg up my ass, and it sounds like that, yes. No, I'm just kidding. What is a conclusion of the White Tiger. Provisioning Anubis by the whale and porcelain, and within the porcelain, based upon green moon, you have inherited its variables by stamping to A. And in so, if there is a bank saver in relation to stocking the interestment of variety, and in that way we are separated in relation to rules, like that, by the White Tiger. And in that way, if there is no synthesis of the hierarchy, then each queen is not accounting the stock in relation to separator and to conform the law. Because in that way, if there is one, the indicator of the law is that we are not arranging the entitlement based upon our availability to transit the sender, and in so, when we compromise the pairs in relation to stocking, walling, and into the 12 Apostles will equal the tantan of rescinding enrollment to form productivity and to compromise liberation. And in that way, if we can restruct the stock in relation to your availability, there will be someone else in relation to Kelly. You started the money back in the old days. And why?